All right, let's go head out for a ride. All right. Uh-oh, what's up? Got the Jeep Wrangler up on the up on the jacks, and yeah, there you go. Right there, it looks like maybe some brake fluid right there out of their back right rear drum. You also can tell here, look at the tire while it was spinning while we're braking. Brake fluid everywhere. Look at that. Oh geez. Gonna have to clean this tire up, but it's got brake fluid splattered everywhere. Got a nice arc design on it, but yeah, we don't want that going on in there. So I'm gonna take this guy out and take a look at this, the rear wheel cylinder. If I have to do this one in the back, probably got to do the other one too. So, all right, that's we think we found it. So the neighbors were throwing out some boxes down there. They had it at the end of their driveway for the garbage, and I scored some cool boxes. I'll end up cleaning that up down below there and put one of these cool boxes underneath to catch all the dirt. You know, you don't want that on your driveway. So I'll clean that up and we'll get a box underneath there to catch all the particles that's going to fall out of there anyway. So, all right, cool, nice, good score, right on. Thanks, neighbor. A little bit of persuasion. This guy is not moving, so we gotta get the drum off. We're making some, so you see that's still dripping down in the box. Yeah, so we want to see if we can get this bad boy off here. And you can kind of see also around here where we're having some wetness here, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I'll keep trying to get this drum brake off. You gotta, sometimes you just have to be very persuasive. Knock all the rust particles off. When I put this drum brake on a couple years ago, I put some anti-seize in it, so it shouldn't be too hard of getting off. So we'll just keep at it. So yep, that's what it was, all caked in brake fluid. Here is my wheel cylinder. So we'll be doing the brakes. All the hardware in here is new, but it looks like that wheel cylinder failed on me, and we'll get to looking at what's happening here as well. So we'll get that replaced. A lot of brake oil here, brake fluid, and also the back of the drum. It's all a lot of fluid in there. So there's my leak. Alrighty, so what we have here is the brake cylinder is all messed up right here. So what I need to do is, since we don't have to take the whole brake system off, we just need to take the top springs off. I wanted, there's a forewarning here when you're working on brake drums. They're under a lot of stress. These springs have a lot of tension on them, and these came painted. I've seen some back in the 80s that weren't painted, but they start to paint them now. But I know that there's a little bit of rust and stuff on here, but these are strong as anything. But so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to get rid, or take off the top spring. So let's go ahead and do that. So what you want to do is you want to get in here with this this guy right here and this end of the spring hook tool. I went ahead and bought one of these. It makes my life a lot more easier. So I'm going to get in here and pop him off. There we go. There's one. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this guy going off here. Now these parts all here, they all fit. You'll see in here there's a little bit of a, this is where the shoe fits right up in the back here. And then this guy here, you know, I'll catch my springs down below here. But this guy here, he fits right in here. Everything has its own seating area here. So you'll see it fits in. So we'll keep all of our parts off to the side here, and we're just going to leave it right about there because we just need to get this guy right here. So we just got to take out that brake cylinder because he is a mess. This guy here, the back wheel drum and splash shield is right here. But what I want to show you is right here is the back. Here's the brake line that's coming in. Sorry about the glare. It's the Florida sun here. But right here, there's a brake line here. And this brake line and these two screws, screw 1 and screw 2 right here, those are 10mm screws for a Jeep Wrangler. And this guy here, that screw here, he is a 7/16. So we're going to see if I can try to get him on there. Let's see, a 7/16 here. Yeah, that's definitely a 7/16. That's a 7/16 flare wrench. So I'll go ahead and I'll take them off here, and we'll see if we can get that going. When you do that, you want to support your brake line too. So it's always a good idea to support that brake line and make sure you have that going good there. It takes a little time to get him off. So here we are. I got both bolts out, the 10mm and 7/16 brake line off. So what we got to do is we got to get this guy off. He's loose right now. I've got both shoes out here. So what I want to do is kind of pry him out a little bit. He's been in there for a little while. We'll get in here. There we go. Just be very careful. I don't have to. There he is right there. You can see how gooky he is, right? Yeah. Yeah, this guy's seen better days, but he's lasted me 17 years, so well, he did pretty good. So there's a brake bleeder hose. I like to keep these around. And yeah, that's good. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll dump him and we'll put a new one in. We're gonna clean this up just a little bit more. Throw some brake clean in here. If I get some brake clean in here and try to spray all this junk out of here, try to clean up as much as I can. You don't want brake fluid on your things here, on your, it'll eat stuff away, and that ain't good. That's not good. Not good for anybody. So I'll go ahead and I'll get in here and start cleaning, and then I'll show you how to put this guy back together. And we'll let that sit for a little bit, let it dry off, and we'll get that cleaned out. So here's the new cylinder and the old cylinder. The old cylinder that I took off is looking pretty ruddy here. Yeah, this is not looking too good here. In the inside, he is really dark and rusted out. And I just make sure the new wheel cylinder, brake cylinder, is got all the same attributes as the other one, which it does. All the holes are in the same location. Nice piston, dual piston here, and yeah, looks a whole lot better than that old guy here. So yeah, we're gonna get the new one installed. Good deal. Alrighty, so yep, we're having a little bit of a problem putting the brakes back on. In that, when like I said, drum brakes are spring loaded, so whenever you put them on, one side is sprung and the other one isn't so much when you're trying to put them on. But if you notice that this shoe here, this horn, this area here, this indentation fits up in here. So when you put him in, he fits right there. And this little guy here, he fits right in here, and there's an indentation for him as well, for him to stay in place. So it gives us enough room in here for the hooks. And when I'm talking about the hooks are this end here, well, that's not really good, let me see, this end here, and this end here from the other side. So this side here is going to hook underneath, this side's going to hook underneath, and the other side is going to hook over top of it, the opposite side. So I'm going to start, it's easier to get the right hand side here done first. So we'll go ahead and put them in here. And then we got, now I have this vise here, and the reason why I have a vise there is so that this side over here isn't going to spring out at me. So that's why you see that right now. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you how I can put this spring back on. All right, got a cool device here called a spring hook, and basically I grab this guy here, put him on this side of the pin, and he should slide right over top of it and rest on there if we do it correctly. If I can get this back in here right. And there you go. That's how that's done. We'll do the other side. So there you have it. There's the way you put your new brake cylinders in for drum brakes. Yeah, when you tackle drum brakes, of course, that's a lot of patience, right? You got to have a lot of patience in doing that. So just make sure what makes the job go pretty much easier is having one of these cool spring hooks. You know, at the end here, it has a nice little barrel where you can take the spring off. You can go ahead and there's a little fitting there that'll just take that spring right off. And what helped me also was the other side of the spring tool here is a little grooved edge here. I don't know if I can show that to you really well, but there's a grooved edge. If you had like a long Phillips head, you could probably do that too, but that's what helped me. I get the springs back on. The only thing that's left now to do is to just bleed the brakes. I have videos on how to bleed the brakes here, so I'm going to bleed the back two brakes here, and then we'll take her out for a test drive. I should bleed all the brakes. It hasn't been bled in a while, but we'll live dangerously. We should be all right. But my buddy Powder here the whole time, yeah, he's sleeping next to the old Ranchero. Got a Ford Ranchero in there. So yeah, until next time, that's how you take care of your brake cylinders. And mine exploded on me. Just you'll have to do both sides, you know, because if one side's going to go, the other will go as well. So yeah, leave your comments and suggestions below, and hey, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.